Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Dobbs. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Second and 10. Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Finding Williams once more, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now Dobbs. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So digging Sewell with an effort there to hold the side. That was second and long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Doesn't move exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing here, Dobbs. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbs is throwing. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On play action, it's Dobbs. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front. The back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Dobbs on the throw here, caught by Addison. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, break.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Dobbs now on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Dobbs. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of binding him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
You're guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw Dobbs. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 34. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. In motion right, that's Williams. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gone. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Gone. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing again is gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Dobbs. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready?
Going to run with Madison again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. On 2nd down, Dobbs. This one brought in by Jefferson. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They covered that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Joseph's got it. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Sheds off the tackle. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now Dobbs. He'll buy some time right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ready?
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Hey, check that. Check the Eagles.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On second down, this is Madison. Running right through him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Another carry now for Madison. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
Dobbs throw pulled in by Jefferson. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Madison running on first down. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the handoff, it's Madison. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing here, Dobbs. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Sliding out of the pocket. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
first down. It's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Dobbs to throw.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Dobbs. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Lamb to return it. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And shedding through the tackle. And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And part of a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Goff on first down. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On play action, it's Dobbs. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Got the lead in the fourth. It doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dobbs is throwing. Escaping the pressure right. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Dobbs to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Dobbs. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
This is 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd down. Now Dobbs. This is caught by Addison. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Now 1st and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Nice little juke. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this will wind up the Lions' 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, CD, for the losing side.